From the Yonkers Statesman, November 23, 1916. Headline: Hughes congratulates Wilson. More than 2 weeks after Election Day, Charles Evans Hughes has conceded the re-election of Woodrow Wilson. Following a report received from California, the Republican candidate has acknowledged his defeat and sent early last evening a telegram to the president congratulating him. This follows: Because of the closeness of the vote, I have awaited the official count in California, and now that it has been virtually completed, permit me to extend to you my congratulations upon your re-election. I desire also to express my best wishes for a most successful administration. Mr. Hughes' action brings to an end all controversy over the election, and stills the rumors which have hitherto been circulated concerning further contests and recounts. Headline: Notes of the Strike. Evidently, the foundation of Trolleymen's Union organizer William Fitzgerald's success, his popularity, is crumbling. It was learned today that a good proportion of the men who gave up their employment with the 3rd Avenue Railway in the Bronx at the command of Fitzgerald have come here and applied for work to the Yonkers Railroad Company. 12 men came up yesterday, and it is understood are at work now. Of the 15 applications received this morning, nearly half are said to be from former employees of the 3rd Avenue Railway. According to reports current about the railroad office, these men are loud in their denunciation of the labor leader. They predict that someday, not very distant, either the local union of carmen will abandon the cause and sanction the endeavors of its loyal members to get their jobs back if they can. Headline: Recognizing Judaism. Prussia has formally recognized Judaism as a religion in public law. It is late in the day acknowledging such a self-evident fact, and in doing so patent an act of justice. Headline: Fly across the ocean. Rivalry for the honor of first crossing the Atlantic by airship is reported as intense between Count Zeppelin and Professor Schutte. Meanwhile, in Norway, a British-Norwegian pair of aviators are planning a seaplane flight from Newfoundland over the sea. In neither plan is there anything beyond the proved capacity of air machines. German savants before the war thought a flight from Spain to Georgia in the trade winds feasible, and the power of the Zeppelin has since greatly been increased. It is probable that we are near the time when such a passage may be made almost regardless of the wind. Headline: Outvotes Solid South. 11 southern states cast a total of 1,563,939 votes in the late election and gave President Wilson 126 electoral votes. The Empire State cast 1,619,937 votes, or 56,000 more than the Solid South produced, and gave Charles E. Hughes 45 electoral votes. And most of the Negroes of the South are disenfranchised in defiance of the Constitution. Headline: Yonkers Art Association. The directors of the Yonkers Art Association held their first meeting of the season Monday evening in the studio of Isidore Conti, surrounded by some of the masterpieces of the distinguished sculptor. In connection with the meeting, there was an exhibition of thumbbox sketches. There were 48 exhibits in addition to the sculpture. This little exhibition was a tryout, a sort of dress rehearsal, for an exhibition to be held by the association for the benefit of the public. To judge by the preliminary exhibition, such a show will be well worth seeing and should draw many visitors, as did the first exhibition of the association held last spring at the public library. And that's the news of Yonkers 100 years ago today.